On ABC Action News, a Tampa teenager braves 14 hours of surgery to rebuild her face.
Michael Paluska reports on the teen who was born with a rare condition that's now taken 17 years to correct.
Lexi Banks came into the world on June 15th facing challenges many of us will never understand, born with Goldenhar syndrome.
Everything just stopped developing for a moment. And at that moment, that's when everything stopped, particularly on her one side. So the blood vessels just stopped for a moment and her ear stopped developing.
Kim Cashman remembers all of her daughter's surgeries more than she'd care to. Seconds after Lexi was born, her first breast came through an emergency tracheotomy, then came a feeding tube. Later, she got bone-conducting hearing aids and implants for a prosthetic ear. She was born without a right one, and countless facial surgeries.
All I want to is be happy about myself and people accept me.
Lexi has suffered a lot, miraculously overcoming it all with a beautiful smile that gets straighter every single day. So you couldn't do that before, right?
You could slant it down and my smile was kind of off.
Her optimism contagious, every surgery leading her closer to a normal life.
People normally are nice, but there's always people out there mean, and people stare at me, but say bad names to me.
She lived with a trach for 16 years, finally removing it herself, a milestone she didn't think she could outdo. Then last summer at camp, she jumped into a river, ripping out her stomach feeding tube and decided trying to eat food for the very first time in her entire life. What did it feel like the first time you were eating?
Like very tasty, and I understand why people like food so much.
That is deeply embedded in her bone.
Now Lexi's strong enough to tackle her final obstacle.
Your lower jaw is like this, pretty much, so it has to come forward and rotate a lot. This point will come all the way up to here and forward.
Plastic surgeon Dr. Ernesto Ruas performed his first surgery on Lexi when she was just 5 months old. At 6 years old, he tried rebuilding her jaw, but the bone disintegrated.
This wasn't around 10 years ago.
Now using advanced 3D CT scans of her face and virtual surgery, Ruas maps out everything digitally before the first cut. The titanium implants,
the distal end of it will be up here, and
where to harvest the bone from her fibula to make her lower jaw, all meticulously measured to fit perfectly in place.
She's a tough little cookie. She rolls with the punches. She does very well.
We've been waiting for this since the day she was born. She feels good in her skin, but she's excited and curious to see what she would look like when she has everything like everybody else has. And she's just a brave young lady that she's made it through all that she's had to, overcome.
Lexi was just released from the ICU over the weekend. She can't talk right now, but we know hopes that 17 years of surgeries will finally be coming to an end.
Think a lot, like the outcome of it, like able to go out with friends, not feel self-conscious about myself.
We'll be following Lexi through her journey to recover and update her condition over the next couple of months. In Tampa, Michael Paluska, ABC Action News.